It's a good sign. You're possibly working on the edge of your abilities, meaning it's hard work. It's natural that you might not feel good, but don't think that there's something wrong with either the exercise or yourself. Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Tina, and today I want to share 3 things that I think will make you a better jazz guitar player, or that will get you out of a rut if you're having the feeling that you're not improving anymore. So first of all, please stop using chant tracks, especially stop using chant tracks that are not played by human beings, I mean by computers. So such as the iReal book. I personally hate the iReal book. I hate how it counts out a swing. No jazz musician on earth would do it. You would count in 1, 2, 3, 4, and by all means, if you have to use it, then use it for an even 8 notes feel, but not for swing. Swing is a feeling and it can only be reproduced by human beings. Get a loop station, get a looper, and record your own accompaniment. Accompanying is super important. I so often have students that can improvise, but then they can't accompany me. And I think if you can't accompany somebody, your solo can't be very good as well. I'm really sorry to say, but you have to know the chords and for how long they are going to be there to be sure that you play the right lines over the chords. Second of all, if you're improvising, be sure that you're playing by ear. I mean that you're playing by heart, that you're not reading the music. If you're reading the music, your focus is always on the paper and not in the room. And everybody who has been improvising in the jazz genre knows that there's so much to listen to, right? You have to listen to yourself, what you are actually playing, but you also have to listen what other people are playing, because it's so much about interaction, and that's all the fun fact about playing jazz, interacting, and that's another thing that the chant track can't give you. So be sure that you know the chords and that you know them so well you don't have to think about them anymore. Take one tune. You don't have to do it with all the tunes you know. Take one tune, learn it by heart, maybe transpose it through the cycle of fifths so that it gets really ingrained in your system, and then play it by heart. Be brave, leave the sheet. It will work wonders as well, because you can focus on what you're hearing. You can focus on building a story, maybe even a climax in your solo. And tip number 3 is, if you have a practice routine, which I hope you do, is please be sure that a part of your practice routine is practicing really slow. So when I say to a student, practice slow, I think most of them understand they are supposed to play 16th notes at 60 beats per minute. That's not what I mean. Slow means 40 beats per minute, or even slower, playing half notes. And then you play really, really slow. You play one thing for 10 minutes, be it a line, be it chords, and then you open your ears and then you try to hear if there is a space between 2 notes or 2 chords, and then you try to eliminate this space. That's called playing legato. And don't be fooled by the slow tempo. You're playing very slowly and the note rings out very long. But then when the next note comes, the transition time is super short. That means you let the note or the chord ring out, but then you have to change to the next note or chord as quickly as you possibly can, very, very fast. And that's the way how you eliminate the space between the chords. And one last thing about the practice routine. If you don't feel good while you're practicing, it's a good sign. You're possibly working on the edge of your abilities, meaning it's hard work. It's natural that you might not feel good, but don't think that there's something wrong with either the exercise or yourself. It's just you're working really hard rather think, what can I do to stick with this exercise? I'm not feeling good, it's hard work, but I have to stick with it. What can I do? And one thing that comes to my mind is delayed gratification. You can do something nice afterwards, like playing a video game. I would drink coffee or go for a walk. But reward yourself when you have done the task, or if you have done it 7 times in a row. And I think that's the right attitude, and that will make you much better. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. See you around. Bye.